Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. Hey everybody, nice to see Mohammed join in and Moeed. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can make money from the internet blogging. So that's about writing posts on your website. And you can use a free website like WordPress.com or Blogger or a whole heap of other ones. And if you're just first starting out, it's worthwhile doing that. It allows you to get an idea of how you can blog, and it also allows you to be able to see what your opportunities are, what your interests are, rather than investing in a website and then finding out that it's not really the name you want. I know people online who have hundreds, if not thousands of websites. I've probably got about 60 myself. I'm gradually getting rid of them and just concentrating, but people will buy website names and then realize it's not really what they want to do. So starting out on a free website is a great way to get started when you want to start blogging. So hi, Saud, I think I got your name right there, and I think I've already said hello to Mohammed and Muid. So ask me questions as I'm doing this Facebook Live, and if I can answer them, I will. And if I don't, I'll be able to add them into the next couple of days. So we're up to day 8 of how to make money from the internet. I've been coming online and just saying and letting you know some ideas that you can use to make money from the internet. I'm not here to provide you with the answers in terms of this is what you must do. It's to give you some ideas and allow you to know where to start looking. As always, I recommend that you start looking on Facebook. You use Google and YouTube to see what answers you can find for your specific questions. But I'm here to give you an idea and how to get started. And as I said, my name is Tania Shipman and I'm from Australia, and I've been invited by Rehan to talk on his page about how you can make money from the internet. So blogging is a way that you can make money from the internet. You need to have people come to your website, so you need to be aware of how to use social media and be able to get people to come to your link, to come to your page. And you can do that with social media, and you can do that by letting people know on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on LinkedIn, on all the places where you can post a link and invite people to come back to your website to read about what you're writing about. My recommendation when you're first starting blogging is to do something that you're passionate about, something that you're really interested in, and that you can write with passion and with interest, and it reads like this is something that you love doing. And that comes through when you're writing and when you're typing and creating your blog. When you're blogging, you are able to put advertisements on them. Now, with some of the free websites where you can get a free site that you don't have to pay for, there are restrictions about what advertising you can do on there because, of course, they're offering it to you free, which means they're making money. So to get around that, you can be talking about what we were talking about yesterday, which is affiliate marketing or links, or selling your own products. If you've got freelancing, you can create a blog and you can be talking about the freelancing that you offer. Or if you're an author, if you're writing on Kindle, you can do the same, and you can also do the same with your YouTube videos. A website, in effect, becomes like a shop. It's your shop front where you can display what you're interested in and what you want to be talking about, all the things that are important to you. Just excuse me for a minute. I'm just going to grab a glass of water. Won't be a second. Thank you. Every now and then I just get a very dry mouth. And that's the beauty of Facebook Live. You see me as I am. So if you've got any questions while I'm talking about this, please drop them in the comments and we'll see what we can do and with an answer for you. Blogging is where, as a shopfront, you can display what you're interested in, and from that you can make money. So if you've created a new product or an author, you've written a new book or a YouTube video, you're able to write about it and it's on your blog. And then you can again share it to social media. You can post it to Facebook and Twitter. pretty much making money online from the internet is letting other people know what you do. So having a home base, if you think of your blog as your home base, with a free website, you don't actually own it. If you are able to afford to buy your own website, and you buy them from places like GoDaddy and Namecheap and all those other places, and then you have to pay for hosting. So if you can afford it, I absolutely recommend you do what's called self-hosting, which means you have a website and you have a blog and you pay for hosting and you own your site. And that then means that you have more opportunities and more ownership over it. Remember, anything you post on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on YouTube can be taken down by them. What you post on your own website that you own, not on a free website, not on Blogger or WordPress or Wix or all of the others that offer it to you for free. When you've got it on your own website that ends in a simpleSolutionsToday.com, it means I own it. It's not simpleSolutionsToday.blogger.com. It means that I own my website. I've paid for it. Now, so Moeb has asked, I don't get how money get into while writing a good blog. What you're doing is pointing people to places where you can make money. So if you're writing about bicycles, you can be having links on your page that go to how to buy the best tires. You can have links that go through to how to hire a bike. It's about thinking beyond the fact that you're making money. Now, there are other things you can do in terms of you can have a Patreon site, which is where people pay you for writing. But I'm not going to get into that because that gets quite complicated. It's both easy and hard. Anyway, Patreon allows you to accept money. But to build up people offering you and letting you do that, you actually have to be recognized as an expert. So you've got to, with everything that I've talked about, you've pretty much got to work a little bit to be able to get people to coming to you. When you're blogging, you can write about anything you want to. You can write about how, as I said, there's this course. It's available if you buy it, and because you've watched my video about affiliate marketing, you have been aware of the fact that you can put a link on for something that people can buy from Amazon. And if they buy from Amazon because you've recommended it on your blog, you'll make money. To make money fast, probably the fastest way to make money is what I talked about in day 3, I think, which is freelancing. Go onto Fiverr, start doing it, and people will be paying you money as soon as you put it up there. Anything else you're looking at, you've got to do the work. And even when you post on Fiverr, you have to be able to show that you have a good site and you're able to deliver and all those ethical and business requirements that you're trustworthy and you will deliver what you say. But you can make money blogging. There are people who travel the world because they blog. They write about where they go and then they recommend hotels and travel organizations, and they get advertising and they get affiliate marketing and they recommend the best tents to use. There are women who both post on YouTube with their, for example, their cosmetics, but they also have a blog where they've got their best favorite products, and there's a whole list of them that you can go to. It's about building your business around your blog. So you need to be mentioning how you can make money from it. So I'm writing about my new product. I do a website post and I mention about how easily you can buy it, or I do a video about it and upload it into my Facebook, into my WordPress site. Blogging is building an audience and letting people showcase you. As I said, it's a shop front. It's a shop front that you own if you're self-hosting, and the only person who can take it away is you if you don't renew your website or if you don't pay for your hosting. If you're doing all of that, then you own your website. my website is 10 or 15 years old and it's still in my name. And it will continue to be in my name because I'll keep paying for it. But if your blogging is about your passions or about your interests or about your skills, you can offer for a way to people to pay you for them. If you go on your website and you're talking about, I'm a really good person with Excel, and here's some examples of things that I've done. And of course, you never mention clients' names, but you might say, I took 10,000 lines of data and I was able to create a pivot table. This is all Excel stuff. I was able to create a pivot table and the client was ecstatic. And what I learned from that and how I changed this, it made the business better. You can write about all of that. And then you can have a link back to your Fiverr site. And you can do the same thing on Facebook. But when it's on your site, you have the control because you own it. You manage it. You don't have to worry about Facebook taking things. Hassan, that's fine. You don't have to be here. Please leave. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay then. So when you're doing blogging and when you're talking about how you do things and what your passions are and what your interests are, then you are able to start making and controlling what happens in your business. You can put up additional pages where you've got your products featured. You can have consulting or your a whole page of all the things that you're good at, all these sorts of things. There's an ability for you to control what's said and what's done. Because when you're on Facebook and when you're on YouTube and when you're on everything else, you actually have to play by their rules. And that's the power of when you're blogging. You can talk about anything that's of interest to you. You don't have to follow the rules of anybody else. You set your own rules. On your own self-hosted post, you can have lots of ads. You can have pop-ups. You can do all sorts of things that you're able to do because you own it. Yes, you have to pay yearly or every 2 years or 5 years, but while you're paying for it, it's your property. And that's how you can be showcasing all of your skills and ability and everything that you do. Blogging is a way also to express your interests. So if you're passionate about something, you might not start out thinking you're ever going to make money from it. But as you write about it and let people know how interesting it is, that's what happened with me with my convection oven cookbooks. I was just writing about the recipes I made and how much I loved using my convection oven and all those things. I wasn't looking at monetizing it because it was just something I was really interested in. I kept telling people about how great it was, and then of course I realized from what my skills and abilities were, and I started putting on ads. I put links to Amazon. I started writing cookbooks. I wrote about my cookbooks. All those sorts of things happened because you actually started doing it. Start with something you're passionate about, especially if you're not sure what you want to do with your blogging, and just get started. Blogging is not the most, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Blogging is not the most dramatic or readily successful way to make money online. It's more the, as I said, the shop front. It draws people in to then buy the important and the razzle-dazzle things that you might have, the really beautiful things that you might have. So your products, your freelancing, your affiliate sales, all these other sorts of things will be able to help you do it. And by your blogging, that's where you talk about it. And you can then talk about anything. You can have websites that are dedicated to one thing you're interested in, or you can have lots of things that are written on it. The most important thing is that you want to do it. If you think you're going to make money from the internet just by blogging and hope that somebody will turn up and pay you money, that's not going to happen. And as I promised you from day one, I'm going to be real and let you know exactly what I'm saying. And blogging is not the fast money earner that you might want. If you're in great need of money, blogging is not the way to go. But if you're building a community and if you're building an audience and if you're passionate about what you do, then blogging is an excellent way to get started. And I have people who do it the other way around. They build a Facebook community and then realize that they don't actually own anything that's on Facebook. And then they'll go and start creating a website. And from that website, they're then able to bring over everything that's on Facebook and have it available there. Facebook is free. Getting your own self-hosted website is going to cost you anywhere from, $15 to buy the website to $5 to $50 a month to host it. Depends on where you are, what the costs are for hosting and everything else like that, how much your internet costs. But it's a place that you own. It's your home in a way. It's your shop that you own the property to. Everything else that you have is owned by somebody else. Your YouTube videos are owned by YouTube in that they can say you've broken the rules and they'll shut you down. They can do the same to your Facebook and to your timeline for whatever reasons they believe that you've broken the terms of service. And all the other social media sites have this exact same types of rules. I have many friends who have lost Facebook accounts, YouTube accounts, Pinterest accounts, LinkedIn accounts, simply because they haven't followed the rules or they've made a mistake and didn't realize that they were breaking the rules. Because as always, when you don't own the property that you're working on, they can change the rules. And what you thought was okay today, tomorrow is not. And if you're not paying attention, you can actually lose whatever you've been building up over a period of time. If you've saved everything to your website, if you have it copied or repeated on your website, you still own it all. It's still yours. It's an important thing to keep in mind that you're actually being allowed to use all of these free products. And one of the reasons you're being allowed to use Google and YouTube and Facebook and Pinterest and all the others that are free is that, of course, they want viewers and audience. So everybody that you bring to them helps Facebook. It also helps you. My Facebook Lives have led to lots of opportunities for me. But if I'm not downloading and saving them, which I do, if Facebook shut me down, I would lose them all. I would have nothing that I could be able to access. So I have a website, and on the website I capture emails and you can see information about me and my other social media links. It's in effect a place where you can show off what you are without fear of anybody else saying you've broken the rules. That being said, you shouldn't break the rules, of course, but it happens because either through ignorance or deliberate, and you get caught. If you have done it by ignorance or through a mistake, you have the option to appeal, but while you're appealing, your account is still shut down. And Facebook has another rule that if you're shut down, you can't open up a new one. So it's not like you can close it and start it again. Just be aware of that whenever you're doing anything online on another person's or another company's social media or business site. They own it. Your blogs, your website, if you have a self-hosted one where it's not on a free blogging site, you own what's on there until you don't pay your account and you don't renew your hosting. And then you can download it and also save it, and there's all sorts of things, backups and things that you can do, but it's yours. So blogging is not the make money from the internet immediate success that it may be. Now, it does happen to some people, same as people can become a YouTube star overnight. I don't know if you remember the lady who laughed after putting on the Chewbacca mask. She had masses of, it went viral, everybody knew about it. She got, faded on TV and everything like that. But that's a 1 in a million opportunity. Making money online, making money from the internet needs work. And I keep saying that, and if you're coming to these videos and expecting that I'm going to tell you you can make $1,000 a day, as I keep saying, I can't give you that information because you have to do the work or you have to know the ways of doing things to be able to make money online. But I'm giving you ideas and telling you where to look. I regard my blog and my websites as where I store, and my home where you can find out more about me, and that's mine, and I can do what I like there. So this one hasn't been possibly as full of opportunities as you thought it might be, but I had to mention it because this is where you can make money, in that you can have direct links to PayPal and Payoneer and credit cards and bank accounts or whatever you might want to do, because you own that website. You set the rules. Everywhere else, pretty much, you have to follow the rules. And as somebody who is always finding opportunities, and also who's also aware of how things can go wrong, I look for what will work and what won't work. And if everything you own in your business is on somebody else's platform, your business can be taken away from you immediately, and with very little options for appeal and the time that it will take. On your website, you own it, and you can write and say what you like. That's my Facebook Live for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this one. As I said, it hasn't been as exciting as some of the others in the ways that you can make money, but it's something that I think you need to be aware of. And as always, nobody's asking you to watch these videos. If you're not interested, then please don't come back. But if you are interested, definitely, I have loved doing these. I have another 2 that I have to get through, and I'm really looking forward to helping you find more ways to make money from the internet. I'll be back in a video at the same time tomorrow. My name is Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.